Hello everyone, and welcome back to Learnosity's series of on-demand webinars. Thanks for joining us for our second long-term support webinar of 2023. For any viewers unfamiliar with our long-term support releases, they're strong, complete, and stable versions of our APIs. 3 times a year, we release these production-ready versions of our APIs, which are then supported for 2 years. My name is Kathleen Hake, I'm based in San Francisco, and I'm the product manager for STEM here at Learnosity. Later on, I'll be joined by my colleague Vlad. In today's webinar, we'll be looking at all of the enhancements and new capabilities from our latest long-term support release, 2023.2.LTS. The Learnosity assessment engine helps our customers keep learners engaged by powering modern learning experiences. And because we provide a continuous stream of innovation, your learning products will always move with the times. This major release is just the latest in a continuous stream of updates and improvements to our gold standard assessment engine, courtesy of the 50+ specialized experts in Learnosity labs. This time around, we're enabling your learning platform to assess some of STEM's most advanced topics, as well as speeding up assessment experiences for learners and streamlining documentation for developers. We'll also be giving you a glimpse of a soon-to-be-launched AI game changer for authors. Let's just briefly run through what's new with our release on the 14th of June. In assessment, we're helping you support the assessment of advanced STEM topics. In authoring, we'll talk about how we're creating a smoother authoring experience in math. In performance, you'll see how we've introduced a way for faster page loading with delayed rendering, reduced lag for file delivery, and how we're upgrading our math rendering library MathJax to version 3. In developer experience, you'll see how we've refreshed the reference site and added a new Data API Quick Start guide. In accessibility, you'll see how we've done work in both assessment and in math, discussing a variety of updates there. And in our customer advisories, we'll talk about the upcoming launch of our AI-assisted content generation tool. So firstly, let's talk about what's new in assessment. We're releasing a new math scoring engine that better supports advanced STEM topics. For example, our new engine can now recognize equivalent answers to antiderivatives to support calculus content, supports vectors written in equivalent ways, and allows for conversion between advanced units. We've also upgraded customization of scoring behavior to give instructors and authors tighter control when needed. Before looking at a demo of these new capabilities, let's talk about what's new in authoring. In authoring, we released a new math question type that showcases a smoother authoring experience. STEM authors can now create content faster with more confidence. We've updated the labels of the options in the validation section so that authors can more easily understand the available configurations and possibilities. In addition to these updates, we've also added in new ways to set features. For instance, setting a tolerance using a % error, an absolute error, or a range. Now let's look at a demo. Now we'll look at a new demo we've added to our demo site all about delivering STEM assessments. So this demo showcases how you can assess advanced STEM topics using our new math scoring engine that's available with that updated math question type that has that easier authoring experience. So we've looked at a lot of different use cases in STEM, and one of those was calculus. So in this first example, we'll look at an indefinite integral question. One student may use trig substitution to solve this problem, and they'll arrive at the answer 2 secant arctan of x over 2 plus c. So we can see that this is marked as a correct answer. But another student may take a different approach to solving this question, and they may decide to use the u substitution method, and they'll arrive at the answer the square root of x squared plus 4 plus c. So it's important that the engine can quickly recognize that these are both equivalent answers to this question to support students taking different solving strategies. Another area that we've looked at has to do with vectors, showing up in calculus and in physics and in other applications in the sciences. So we now support the learner using different vector notation. So one learner may write e to the t minus 1, k, matching the representation that was shown in the question. But another student may use different notation, maybe the one that's referenced in different parts of the context. And it's important, right, that they are going to get full credit here as well. And what's great is that the author doesn't have to go through and add in multiple correct answers. The engine's going to take care of that for you. So this demo also showcases some work that we've done with advanced units, or maybe looking at matrices and other applications. So you can take a look here to see more that we've added in. Now I'm going to hand it over to my colleague Vlad, who's going to look at improvements made in performance.
Thanks, Kate. Hello, everyone. When learners have to wait, they disengage from their learning, which is why the speed of assessment is vital. So we've made some major improvements to accelerate your assessment experience. Faster page loading with delayed rendering. Give learners a better assessment experience by decreasing page rendering times by up to 94%. We've seen this result in testing with an assessment containing 15 multiple choice questions with math content. The test was executed 5 times to obtain an average on the latest version of Google Chrome on an older MacBook Pro 2018. Once you've set the defer render flag to true, rendering will be delayed for supported questions that cannot be seen. Reduced lag for file delivery. Files delivered to your learners will now load more quickly. We've reduced lag by making refinements to cache more content on servers near your users. This is a great enhancement, especially for our customers with a diverse user base. MathJax v3 upgrade. We've also sped up the rendering of math expressions in your assessments by upgrading the MathJax library from version 2.7 to 3.2, so you can deliver STEM learning experiences that move at the speed of thought. Now back to you, Kate.
Thanks, Vlad. Now let's look at some recent strides we've made in developer experience. On the reference site, we've improved the user experience for documentation. To consume the information more easily, we've split our pages into bite-sized snacks and updated the left navigation bar functionality to display this hierarchy more clearly. We've also updated the developer tutorial for Data API, better demonstrating how data for request is formed, explaining return values, and illustrating how to integrate that in your application. Now your teams can more easily understand all the helpful information provided. We've also made a lot of progress in accessibility lately. On the assessment side, we've improved color contrast in the enumeration of response areas when a question is in review or preview mode and unattempted. We've improved the operability for keyboard navigation of multiple choice and choice matrix questions. We've improved focus switching and resource dialog, improved the color contrast and tooltip consistency in the assessment window, and worked on the drag and drop functionality with keyboard navigation and the line reader. In addition to the general assessment work, we've also done some work specifically in math. We've improved the color contrast of buttons in the math keypad, added an escape key dismissal in the math keypad, and enhanced drag and drop for the calculator. And finally, here's a brief glimpse of a product on the horizon that we're very excited about. Learnosity's upcoming AI-assisted authoring tool is set to dramatically boost productivity for assessment creators, freeing up more time to focus on what matters most. Powered by GPT-4, our intuitive UI will let authors create high-quality, high-volume item banks in any subject, at any level, in any language. In the lead-in to our AI product launch, we'll be sharing related content and updates. You can sign up through the link in the description to stay connected. And that concludes our general overview of our second long-term support release of the year, 2023.2. Each release is the result of 4 months of hard work across the development, design, and product teams in our never-ending efforts to help our customers achieve assessment excellence. We're already working hard on our next long-term support release, 2023.3, which will be available in 4 months' time. Stay tuned for even more features then. If you have any questions about anything covered today, we're happy to answer them for you. Customers can log a ticket at help.learnosity.com. If you're not a customer, please email team@learnosity.com. We'll respond to all your questions as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.